This is how I like to remove rust from smaller parts from the car. So what I'm actually doing is de-rusting and prepping the calipers for the GT2 Sirocco. Reusing this caliper because it's actually really good nick. I'm guessing it's only about like 10 months old or something like that. I've left the bleed nipple in, but I've blanked off where the brake hose goes in. Now, if I was completely rebuilding, I would take all the rubbers off, but I don't need to do that with this caliper because it's in really good nick. All I've done so far is I've degreased them. I would normally actually chip off any of the larger flakes of rust, etc., but there really isn't any on these. They're actually pretty good. So I'm using Deox C. It's a cracking little compound that I use all the time. You just need to dissolve it in some warm water. It works better, all these chemicals work better if the water's actually warm as well. I'm just going to make sure it's all kind of really dissolved. I've pre-measured it out and it's going up to that level there. And all you do is simply put in your items. Simple as that. And then once that's up, I will just leave that alone for 3 or 4 hours. I'll come back and give them a little bit of a brush off to see if there's any slime or anything like that that builds up as the rust is being removed. And there we go, a nice warm solution. We'll come back to that and have a look at it in a little while. Okay, so 6 hours after I've put them into the solution, you can see how mucky the solution is. I've just run the water over these and brush them down with a soft nylon brush, and there's just like a few little bits of rust left, but on the caliper it's kind of still quite bad in here actually. I'm just going to stick them back in probably just overnight and give them a good scrub again in the morning. Again, with the carriers you can really see how it's starting to lift. See, starting to lift the rust off there quite nicely actually. So, but these are quite bad. I might actually have to give these a rub down with a wire brush in the morning and give them a final soak, but we'll see. So it is time to see how the Deox C has done. Now in truth this has had a third day because each piece had some quite like deep rust on. So on the two carriers, these two areas here had quite deep rust on, but they are looking pretty damn good now. So let's get this one out as well. And again, it's really come up very well, and you can actually even see the Audi in Germany and the letter wording and stuff, so that's awesome. And the caliper as well, it's come out, even though the caliper was in relatively good nick before. This area around here was absolutely terrible really, with deep thick rusting. Because I'm going to paint them, I wanted them to look as much rust free as possible. So all we need to do is just give them a wee rinse with water and an agitation with toothbrush is just what I use, just to get rid of the black film off. I will do this on all 3 items and I will then come back. Right, so these are the calipers finished. The Deox C has done a pretty damn good job of cleaning them up. There's just still a couple of little patches of rust in like certain areas, but it really is pretty clean. And the rewarding thing is when you're seeing the wording and lettering coming up like that as well. You can see that this caliper was painted yellow at one point as well. There's a couple of little specks of yellow in there, but yeah, there you go. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off, but the final thing that I've done is I've rinsed them with boiling hot water from the kettle and then dabbed them dry, and that, because the metal is hot, it evaporates off the rest of the water really quickly. and gives you a nice surface ready for painting. So later on today I'll be putting some nice blue caliper paint on, and I'll just put up a little picture just to show what they're looking like. Okay, cheers guys.